My neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way, and who that fellow was who came by yesterday. I quickly turn my face before I start to blush, 'cause frankly there is nothing I can say. Ba-dum, dum, dum. I've always had a thing for pushing the extremes, and I just got a thing you won't find in the magazines. This molded silicone has got me begging, please give me more of what I really need, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the lube and slam the day away.
This is DarkHorseMan, and he is a big fan of horses. Here's his back tattoo of a horse.
On what looks like a bunch of pillows.
DarkHorseMan has a really good post on LiveJournal.
Top 10 reasons you should be fucking your horse. 1, it's healthier than fucking a woman.
Hey, Lundy,
Yeah.
click that link. Get ready.
Are you at least 18 years old?
Here we go. This is an old one, too. This is from 2006.
Since I was pretty much outed here and there wasn't too much of a backlash, I guess I can be honest now. It's always the furry forum.
Yeah, that is never a good way to start a fucking... It's like, yeah, since I've been completely outed as a degenerate, I guess I'll just wallow in it.
Consider it the medication I am on, or that just a lot of soul searching. Okay. I am more aggressive and brutally honest. I have discussed these things with my psychologist and will continue to tear me up as long as I keep it within. Oh God. It's fucking English is
Nah, what's tearing you up in it within is the horse cock, just like Mr. Hands.
I'm being honest with myself, and I am being honest with those around me. A lot of this honesty has been very painful to everyone around me, but has led me to a few truths. Most come down to love and being in love. These are two different things, but very similar as well. I hate that. These are very different things, but also very much the same. I hate when people fucking do that shit. It's like you're trying to pad the fucking
Look, dude, this is your
count.
post on some fucking degenerate forum explaining why you like fucking horses. This isn't your college essay. You don't need to hit the 500 word mark.
Some of the topic here involves my cross-species relationships. There it is. If you find this offensive, you might not wish to read this further. I do not go into any detail, nor
Hold on.
will I.
Real quick. Is anyone here offended? I just want to make sure. I don't want anyone to be upset.
Not particularly.
No.
Go ahead, Lonnie.
There is a moth flying around, so I was like...
He's just completely gone. Fuck it. Just
Nah, this guy's
You could-
like, look, I'm a dirty horse fucker, and I love being a dirty horse fucker.
It's gonna go a little bit farther than that. Don't worry.
Is he a horse killer too?
First
No.
truth. I am
So
not wired.
you've never known true sexual pleasure until you're dick deep in a Shetland pony as you're slitting its throat.
I think it might actually be something along those lines.
No, it's much worse than that.
First truth, I am not built for normal humans.
That's right.
Not built for it. I'm not wired for humans. I cannot trust them or love them as deeply. It's just not within me. To completely open myself to someone of my own species is uncomfortable at least, and impossible at worst. This feels unnatural to me. Over the course of my life, I have tried many times and failed. There was always doubt. There was always fear. There was always second guessing. It's just not for me. It's caused me a lot of pain and a lot of grief, trying to be something I am not.
You know what? Thinking about it good, I am kind of offended.
Mhm.
But not at him, but at us.
We're the bad guys here.
Because we're making fun of this clearly disabled man. Not a follicle of hair upon that head. Well, you wouldn't go up to a person in a wheelchair and be like, "Hey, turnip legs, fuck any horses lately?" I'm sickened by what we've become.
I have tried all my life to be what society considers normal. I can no longer live this lie. Doing so is killing me. Second truth. I love Ariana deeply.
Oh yeah, that's his. That's the name of his wife, and she had a username. She was Call Me Silver, and we'll get to her in a little bit.
I love her son. I'm glad she's a part of my life, and I hope.
Oh no, kid.
The truth is, given the above, I am not in love with her. I'm not in love with her. Okay. I tried. I reasoned. I even went so far as to try and convince and or force myself to be in love with her. Even lied to myself. This was a disservice to her, myself, and the other in my life. The intimacy, the emotion, and the depth is not there. And for me, it cannot be there. So we have an actual wife and an actual son.
Well, stepson, I think.
That he is this like the plot of Lolita where he like got together with the wife so that he could get to the horse?
At this point, I'm hoping it's with the horse.
I saw the horse in your backyard and I said I must have it. But I knew that you would never just allow me to do such a thing. I know how sick this particular fetish is of mine. So I decided to seduce you instead. See the horse on the sly. That's not written here. I'm just spitballing.
Okay, I for a second I was like, "Oh, you were like right, Lundy." See, the more of these you read on here, the better you get at like just saying things that I will 100% believe that these fuckers have read in.
Well, I think that says more about what they write as opposed to my ability to just come up with stuff. Oh gosh. Third truth. I love my mare. I knew from the start I did. I knew when the time was right, I was in love with her.
What a coward, fucking a female horse.
This, while many won't understand.
At least Mr. Hands had the courage to take the look at a horse dick and be like, you know what, I want that in me.
This, while many will not understand, is what feels right and what feels natural to me. Human love and intimacy does not. I won't go into detail and I won't give you a bunch of information you don't want to know, but that is where my heart lies. I will tell you how good of a dick suck she is.
I actually found the original. I thought this was lost. I'm sorry. I found the original post where he was discovered. You want to go over that after the?
Yeah, sure. Fourth truth. He spells fourth Forth.
Yeah, it tells you everything you need to.
I love those little details like that. It's the icing on the cake. It really is. Fourth truth. This is the hardest for me, but I know it is something I have to face. Ariana is the second in this relationship. I cannot fully open myself to her. I cannot be there for her. Not like she entirely needs. We have discussed things in great detail. She loves me and wants to spend her life with me no matter what the cost, though I don't quite see why. But the conclusion of this truth is that I know there will be times that she will have needs that I just cannot meet. I know my inability to be close to her, and when I withdraw from her is painful. The conclusion, the hard conclusion of this is, and the reason why I have posted it here, is that I know the basic truth is that I seek my own happiness. I need to devote myself more to my mare, and take care of her. Her life will be over far sooner than my own, and I must enjoy life with her as much as I can while I can. I also know there are emotional needs, possibly physical and otherwise, that Ariana needs that I cannot meet. As much as I wish I could, this is impossible for me to do so. I have tried, and it has led to nothing but heartache. So just as I have to be true to myself and to seek out what makes me happy, I must allow her to do the same. I cannot let my own jealousy hold her back from seeking what her heart desires. The blunt truth is that if she can find support and comfort in the arms of another from time to time, then so be it. If I lose her over this, then it was not meant to be, and I have to let fate take its course. As long as she is safe, careful, and does what she thinks is best, then it is up to her. I will not dictate that part of her life, just as she cannot and will not do so with mine. Listen, honey, I won't tell you how to live your life. Just stop telling me to stop fucking the horse.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if the wife was like, "I'm willing to fuck your dick after you pull it out of that horse puss."
No. She actually recommended it.
Oh, no.
So the wife's the cuck.
Yeah.
The wife thought it would be hot if he fucked a horse, and then he realized, fuck, I like the horse more than I like you, hon.
Well, no, she did a little bit more.
Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Matt. He's a mentally ill person who has been manipulated into fucking him liking horses by his wife. It's even worse.
What?
Oh, no. While her having someone else in her life can and will most likely be painful for me, I know that the pain of not having someone there to meet all her needs would be even greater over time. That I must say, out of love, would not be fair and would be wrong of me. These conclusions I have meditated on, thought about for months now. I have told her from the beginning I would, and I did. The pressure to make these decisions was a setback, mostly caused by my own stubbornness, jealousy, and spitefulness, and for that I am sorry. So,
Is it wrong that I kind of want to fuck the wife because she's a monster for making a mentally ill man? I like horse puss.
So DarkHorseMan responds to his wife saying, I still want you in my life, even as a friend. We need to sit and talk about what's gonna be, what we're gonna be from now on. He says, I thank you. It's a hard subject to deal with. Very hard. I've been getting help from a lot of places, from lots of creatures. I'm glad there are people who are so understanding. Lots of creatures. Oh, no.
And the furries wonder why people don't treat them normal.
All right. Now, I said earlier that he took it a little bit farther.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to hear about him taking a little bit farther?
Sure.
All right.
And now I get my horse pregnant.
Matt.
God damn it, did I predict it?
You're jumping too far ahead, Cole. We have to get to the altar. Lundy, read about his marriage to his horse wife.
I just love the idea that Matt is psychic and can predict the future, but only if it's funny.
If it's retarded. It's retarded.
You know what? This is
God fucking damn it.
Okay, I'm composed now. So, I will admit, first off, evil thing to do, but you have to admit, it is kind of funny where I think this is going. You trick a mentally retarded man into fucking a horse that you secretly get impregnated by another horse, and then you're like, hey, dum-dum, you knocked up the horse. It's just like how I wish I met more like like fully blind people? Because I would just be like, oh fuck, there's a school shooter, and like pop a balloon behind him or something.
Blondie.
Yeah.
Read about the beautiful wedding day.
I think all things considered, such a commitment is a human ceremony, and I would wager she is indifferent. But she stood there and rested her head on my knee. I would like to think she knew it was something special, or at least did it for me. I laugh when I look at the state of the world. We probably take our marriage more seriously than most people do looking at statistics anyway. But I think what is important to her is when I share my coffee with her in the mornings, when I hug her after I get home every day without fail, the time she slept with her head on my chest, when I canceled all my appointments and sat up all day with her because she had a sore hoof.
Yeah.
The first time she broke into the house when I was sick and she stood by my bed. When she seeks me out when I am upset because she just knows and gives me a shoulder to cry on. Me knowing just where that one itchy spot is that she can't reach. In the end, these are things that have meaning. If things like this don't make a relationship, I don't know what does. It's a long story, but in many ways, she saved my life just as I did hers in the beginning. I wouldn't know what to do without her.
Do you count the horse's ass as an extra pair of shoulders? Serious inquiry here.
I don't know, Matt. I mean, it's still next to the asshole, so like, do we call it a shoulder hole now when it's coming out of a fucking horse?
No, that's still an asshole.
Okay.
The shoulder's part of the back.
Yeah,
Is it?
Sure, to a degree, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Twitter.
Are the back legs on a horse just extra shoulders?
All right, let me get to the. So he had been with Horse for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and he had made this statement about her.
There's a chance right now that she may be pregnant. We aren't sure yet, so I know this is going to change a lot of things if she is, but I am certainly happy.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. There's got to be a moment with the woman that he's with where she's got to show that she still has loyalty through all this. She's supporting him.
Of course she's supporting him. This is her favorite practical joke in the world.
Is she going to support the half horse, half human monstrosity?
She's offering to help set up a college fund.
So this all took place on a polyamory subforum. At some point, the moderator of it made a post in reply to him. And this was the interaction between said moderator and Call Me Silver, aka Horsefucker Wife.
00 Goddess. Well, I have to say that A, I do think that you should see a professional counselor, and B, what you are doing is not polyamory. Polyamory is, most loosely defined, consensual, ethical non-monogamy. You are engaging in a non-consensual sexual relationship. In fact, you are raping an animal. That is not polyamory. In fact, it is criminal as well as unethical. Call Me Silver. He does see a counselor, and thus the reason we never bring up the full truth of the situation, because it inevitably evolves into a damned flame war. I've seen them together, and believe me when I say this, if she were not consenting, he'd be spending most of his time in the ER. Quite frankly, putting a mare in breeding hobbies with a stallion is more rape than anything he could possibly do. Consent takes many forms. Is a deaf or mute person unable to consent? On a level of sheer body language, horses are much more clear in their intent than humans can ever be.
Matt, what do you think? Yay or nay?
Oh, I knew that joke was going to come up, and I'm mad at you.
Does she get her comeuppance in this?
She has a final hurrah. I will say that much. She rides off into the sunset, if you will. Hang on here. Let me find it. So people, you're not gonna believe this.
Mm-hmm.
So some people were a little bit mean to him.
No, really?
No.
Some people got a little bit upset at him.
Some people got a little annoyed, a little razzled, a little ruffled.
Do you think people would have been less annoyed if it was...
Sorry, Matt, you cut out.
Do you think people would be less annoyed at him if it was that he was fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, it just cut off again at the exact same fucking time. That's about right.
Stupid mountain internet.
Fuck you, I don't live in the mountains. It's more west of here.
May as well. Shitty woods.
I just love that you sounded exactly the same on both cutoffs and they happened at the exact same time in your sentence. You think people would be as upset
If he fucked an animal nobody liked.
I've been having.
You mean like if he fucked like a snake or a tarantula?
Yeah, like a snake or
I've been having sex with my pet hermit crab for the past 6 months.
Would people get angry if you came on? Like, I feel like people would be like, that's probably not cool, but like, you're not really hurting the hermit crab. If anything, the hermit crab's probably like, hey, extra food. This is protein. I'll eat it.
Shut the fuck up. This is extra protein.
If you came in a fish tank and the fish ate it, did you fuck the fish?
Yeah, I would say you sexually assaulted the fish. If you come in a cup of coffee and you give it to somebody, what have you done to them, Matt?
Yeah, but the fish can avoid it. They can see the glob of cum like slowly descended down the fish tank.
But they don't know what it is.
They live in it. You're making their atmosphere cum.
I mean, they
like
don't
the
know
glob
what fish...
eventually dissipates in the water.
Lundy, do you think fish know what fish flakes are? No, but like they eat it anyways.
Matt, it's like if you went into somebody's house and you brought a fucking humidifier and put your thumb in it.
You know what? Another question for Twitter.
Set up a fog machine with my own cum.
God, how long would it take?
I don't know. Speaking of long, horsefucker wife got really upset because horsefucker was being bullied. DarkHorseMan was getting hit pretty hard by some trolls. So she wrote this. This is horsefucker's wife's defense. I'm looking at Matt's feed right now and I'm just getting seething right now.
You can't yell at him for something he posts on Twitter because he's not talking to you. It's just funny though that he typed that while he's on call with us.
I'm retweeting it.
You tossed around a bunch of he said, she said bullshit and tried to make miserable someone who honestly came here looking for a fight.
Follow-up question to the fish tank. If you buy a bunch of caviar and you come on the caviar, did you fuck the fish then? Because that's how fish fuck.
I think you're just molesting fish eggs at that point. You're doing the equivalent of like jerking off on a zygote. What?
Napalm's not showing up in the feed.
Are you trying to find him on Twitter?
There it is.
Yeah, look for the autism. It's like an Easter egg hunt.
Sir, I cured my autism by huffing glue and spray paint. We've established this.
You didn't cure it, you amplified it.
No, I cured it.
Nah, I heard it. I am so incredibly not autistic right now.
Then what the fuck is this?
I'm just asking the questions.
You missed a perfect opportunity to say science.
Science is for dorks, and I'm a jock.
I'm a jock jerking off.
Oh, jock. It's fucking mad of all people saying that.
Look, I might not have really played sports or had an interest in them, but in terms of the bullying mentality of the jock, I 100%.
Listen, I don't mesh with jock circles in terms of their interests and hobbies and what they do and what they aspire to do. But I'll tell you this much: I'm a bully just like they are.
Yeah, the cruelty of the jock I'm a fan of.
God.
You made me spit my soda, you fuck.
Hell yeah.
God damn it. Now I'm gonna have
get on all fours, clean it up. Like the dog you are.
Like a fucking chimp pissing off an animal in another enclosure by throwing its shit at it. Oh, you fucking absolute dumb oaf.
You've got a response, by the way, on the question of whether a horse's ass counts as an extra pair of shoulders.
By the way, I just
pointing out that then, if that's the case, then the shoulders would actually count as an extra pelvis.
I just want to say, by the way, I cannot wait to do this live next year at some point. I am absolutely doing this live.
We're definitely gonna fucking go to fucking Matt's place and just fucking.
Yes.
It's definitely
Twitch one day.
I am dead serious. I'm going there.
I'll bring a laptop. We'll stream it.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Bring a fucking router with us.
Yeah.
Take your router and bring with you when we go.
And a cell phone tower.
Yeah, just get 5G radiation.
We are currently sitting at the base of a cell phone tower.
I'm developing George Harrison brain right now.
And I'm just feeling fine.
Literally nothing has changed with me. I have big fat mutated feet now.
Okay, so what is this? Call me Silver's mad. She's a mad bitch.
She's coping right now.
You've tossed around a bunch of he said, she said bullshit and tried to make miserable someone who honestly came here looking for advice. Because of the fact that said person happens to love a horse is very much a member of our family. Yeah. Fucking pathetic if you ask me. And to think any one of you claims to be open-minded, to this I say bullshit. For those of you throwing around terminology like some hot shot know-it-alls, yeah, we do love animals, to the extent of loving them in ways not necessarily deemed normal, such as that I have raised an orphaned foal and consider her, though by no means biologically, my own daughter.
Oh, God.
Do you remember the sexual lobster cartoon?
Which one?
The Four Horsemen one?
Yeah.
Where like Pestilent is like, how dare you say that about my horse? We have a
very intimate relationship. Very intimate.
Oh, she did more with Death. Death was a fun character.
He's still making stuff.
Yeah, I know he's still making stuff.
You
And
never
it's good.
You never explained to me how he fried his brain. You told me at one point he
I
fried
don't
his
know
brain.
if he did now, because, like, he seems normal, but there was a period there for a while, just, like, if you heard him talk or, like, anytime, like, he just seemed, like, fried.
I think that's just Australian.
Maybe.
Lundy, read horsefuck defense.
I'm doing it, but I keep getting fucking interrupted.
I know, that's why I'm stopping it.
I spent weeks living in a barn to be sure that she would survive. So I am therefore wrong. So am I therefore wrong because she's an animal and not your kid? Nice to know. Because having an animal as a child isn't normal by most people's standards. To extend this concept to romance, yes, it's possible to love someone romantically without having sex with them. God forbid, do you always think with your loins? Do you spend every waking moment of your seemingly pathetic lives slobbering all over everyone that you care about? Do you always fuck on the first date, too? Oh, and let me guess, you live in a trailer park with Bubba and have 3 kids in diapers, right? Stereotypes work both ways, you know. To those of you who stayed out of the flame war, you have my thanks. We were grateful for the honest opinions and ideas on how to make our situation work, and quite frankly, feel free to comment here. I will not tolerate flaming on my posts, period. You get snarky and try to throw ape shit at me, I'll delete it. End of discussion. Why does it gotta be ape shit? Why can't be human shit? Why
can't it be horse shit?
Yeah, are you into the horse shit? Is that the reason why you don't want that? This is Victorian England fucking offense taken at people being like, dude, you can't be fucking horses.
How dare you? That is violence and ableism.
If I were there in person, I'd slap you for daring to suggest I shouldn't fuck horses.
Okay. So, we had that. Horse fucking is getting defended pretty hard. And you might be wondering how this saga is going to end. Well, there's one last hurrah from Call Me Silver. Lundy?
All right. I just received this oh-so-polite email from the horse rapist girlfriend, Call Me Silver. Please stop spamming me. Either delete my post on the polyamory community or freeze the threads. I've been deleting 50 and more comments per day that have gone to my journal. As for the fact that you have removed me from your community, I cannot even remove the post myself. You don't want your group associated with me, then that's fine, but it's not exactly polite to dog me like this either. My response. No one is spamming you. You made a post in a discussion forum and people are engaging in discussion. You apparently misunderstand the meaning of the term spam, just as you misunderstand the meaning of the term flame. Spam refers to unsolicited commercial bulk messages. No such messages have originated from the community. The subject of spam aside, one would think that if a sensible person was requesting a favor, they would at least be polite about it. She's not a sensible person, though. She wrote back. Look, I am receiving 50 plus messages per day that I cannot reply to nor stop. And as per the fact that 50 plus does count as bulk and that these messages are unwanted and I have no way to stop them from being sent to me, then yes, they are spam. Also, that post is my words and therefore my intellectual property. If you do not remove it, it can be reported. Just delete the damn thing so I can stop getting harassed. Oh no, she's going to report me. I guess she'll get one of those internet lawyers. Number 1, the emails you get at your responsibility. Don't assume that I am so foolish. Number 2, you misunderstand the meaning of the term bulk in the context of email, and I think you know it. So really, stop attempting word games. 3, you posted it, therefore you can't report me for anything, because I didn't do anything. You did. 4, no one is harassing you that I have seen. If you think they are, please send me links to the harassing content in the community and I will see to it. And 5, when you are seeking a favor, it would behoove you, she did that intentionally, to be more polite about it. Giving me orders as though I owe you anything won't get you anywhere.
And then, after all that, DarkHorseMan did the only sensible thing he could do. He deleted everything.
Oh.
All that's left is his Fur Affinity account, where he posts about getting tractors and other farm equipment nowadays. I'm just kidding. His last post was 12 years ago. So that was the
2010?
story. Yep.
Ooh, that's like 3 years after this.
Yeah, it's all about like, it's literally all of them are like, just got the new Caterpillar backhoe. It's really cool.
Trying to
Is,
be normal.
how did the pregnancy go?
Oh my. Well,
I'm trying to think of a joke for that, for Matt's thing, because he set me up with a good one here. Matt, repeat it.
I don't even what.
How'd the pregnancy go?
Yeah, how's the pregnancy go?
It was touch and go, but thankfully throughout the whole thing she was stable. And punt. And that's the story of DarkHorseMan. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't know.
Matt.
I mean, don't fuck animals, and don't convince people to fuck animals because they're easily manipulated retards. Don't do that. That's really all I can say.
Ooh, as I take more cock, horse cock, shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay, 'cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside